From the Crush Studio in sunny Florida, this is the Disney Crush Podcast. And now your two tempests in a teacup, Dave and Toni-Ann.
Walt Disney World is a sight for the eyes. What about the ears and the nose? We're going to talk about how Walt Disney hits you in all the senses. Episode 391 of the Disney Crush Podcast starts right now.
I should have popped some popcorn and had it in the studio so I could
Smell it.
feel like so I can feel like I'm in Disney.
Walking down Main Street.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're going to talk about sights, sounds, smells in Disney.
Okay.
And because, they're really good at it, Toni-Ann. They're really good at it.
Yeah, they are.
We're going to find out what kind of impact that may have on you and what are some of the smells and sights and sounds that you always think about when you go to Disney. But before we do that, Toni-Ann says she might have a little bit of news.
Yeah, so are you going to the new Disney park that they announced this week?
Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, it's going to be a waterfront resort located on Yas Island. It will be fully built and operated by Morale in collaboration with Disney and Walt Disney Imagineering. There's a lot of money in that part of the world. So I would imagine it's going to be quite the sight to see.
Yeah, they do things big over there, and I have a feeling it's going to be pretty good. But it's causing a little bit of controversy.
It is. It's not without controversy because of the politics and the way things are run over there.
So we'll see how that plays out. If it does, and if they, they might back out. Who knows?
I mean, things like that have happened before. We've had announcements like that before from Disney that things were happening and then they didn't. So we'll see, but looks like full steam ahead. I think they're saying they broke ground, but they broke ground on a lot of things at Walt Disney World.
Yeah. They like to tease us like that. They're like, here's a shovelful here. Okay. And we're done.
Anyway, we did find out who the new, magnet is going to be for the pass holders. They teased us, and I did have friends who suspected that it was going to be a villain, and they were absolutely right. It is Maleficent. She will be, I had the news article and I lost it while I was looking at Abu Dhabi. There she is. She will be available at the Creation Shop inside Epcot from May 14th to July 31st. For pass holders, you have to show your ID and your annual pass to get your Maleficent magnet while supplies last. Okay. We will be there probably on the 16th.
Yeah, so we might be able to get ours, maybe.
We have a name for the Pirate Saloon at Magic Kingdom that's coming late 2025. It's going to be called The Beak and Barrel, a swashbuckling pub where you will eat, drink, and be entertained at the Beak and Barrel, a welcoming haven for all pirate kind, from seasoned swashbucklers to budding buccaneers. There will be refreshing cocktails for guests 21 and up. It looks like it's going to be similar to Oga's because there's going to be a time limit. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a 2-drink maximum, and it's going to be ADRs and a small menu. So I think it's going to be a lot like Oga's. Mm-hmm. The way it's run.
That's cool. I mean, something different, something in there. Mm-hmm. Any finger food? Anything that they're going to serve any kind of food or anything?
That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's going to be little picky things,
okay.
Charcuterie maybe, and
that's cool. I mean, okay. Take away all our seating over there now. We're not going to be able to sit over there and hang out.
I got a little bit of Facebook, Dave.
Well, of course you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a little something for you.
Oh. This week's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Facebook. Pew, 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 pew. Did you see it? Did you hear it? Did you smell it?
I heard it.
Bing!
So this post was posted by a travel advisor who was trying to promote her agency by putting little tips. I'm so and so from Maggie's Travel. And she put a wonderful tip, Dave. The comments did not go Maggie's way.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Do I need to get my popcorn? Oh, wait, hang on. I'm going to get my popcorn. Okay, go ahead.
I think I sent this to you. If you're riding the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run in Hollywood Studios, here's your mom tip of the day. You can request for your little one to be the pilot. It's not guaranteed, but if you kindly ask the cast member in the loading area, they'll often do what they can to make it happen, especially if it's your kiddo's first time or a big Star Wars fan moment. And let me tell you, seeing their faces as they sit in Han Solo's seat, take the controls and punch into hyperspace, unreal. One of those moments you'll never forget. The post was accompanied by a picture of what looks like a 2 or 3-year-old who could barely reach the controls. And this was her tip, to let that 3-year-old drive the Millennium Falcon. The comments did not go her way because the people were all saying, what about the people that are riding with you and their poor backs, who don't want to crash, who want to actually get the coaxium, who don't I think letting a 3-year-old drive, I've had them pick Michael and Michael's not 3 but I've said, does anybody else want to be pilot? Because he's going to crash us all over the place. And
I've been on there when he's been a pilot, and it was a trip. It was a ride. Yeah.
Yeah. But
fun ride.
How unaware you are, or tunnel vision you see, that you can only see it from your perspective and not the other people on the ride, that you're affecting their experience.
Toni-Ann, it's all about the children. Let them have fun.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did. And I wanted to talk about this. And I did post it on the Friends of the Disney Crush. If you're not a member of our private Facebook group, come on over. It's called the Friends of the Disney Crush. I will let you in. You just have to answer one simple question.
Yeah,
public services.
She's only going to take a finger and some blood, and you'll be good to go. Yeah.
Right. Public service announcement. My 9-month-old choked on a figurine in line for a ride. Luckily, I saw her and was able to get it out. Her dad was holding her, and all of a sudden she was choking. I guess people leave all kinds of stuff everywhere. My opinion is, if you want to give stuff away, then just give it to someone. Don't leave it lying around on a ledge or something. So apparently this dad was holding baby, and I guess over his shoulder, there might have been like a ledge or a handrail. I don't know. And the little baby saw it and grabbed it and stuck it in her mouth. And you know what really upset me about this post? That the commenters dragged the parents, like, you weren't watching your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, if he had the baby over his shoulder and the baby was facing, and she grabbed it behind his back, and you can't, I'm sorry, dragging the parents was the wrong move.
Yeah. Well,
I was really upset by that, because I think a lot of that comes from people who were never parents, because stuff happens.
Yeah, but there's a lot of jerks online. There really are. They just have no clue.
Right.
And the thing, and we're parents. And if that's all you look, for one, why are they getting upset that someone left something around? I mean, we as kids, as children, they're going to put so much stuff in their mouth, and you're not going to see it half the time. And oh my gosh, I can't even tell you the things that my kids stuck in their mouths. And
I know,
and they're right there, right next to me. And how did I not? How did I miss that?
I know. So you know how I feel about this pixie dust that people are bringing garbage into the parks and littering the parks with it. She didn't say that that's what this was, but I know that people are leaving little teeny tiny ducks and little teeny tiny Jesus figurines. And that's probably, if it was one of those ducks are colorful and maybe even look like candy to a kid. Because they're not like, it's not a rubber duck, like it's really small. And I could see a little one getting that and thinking it was food. And they're also the new thing is leaving Jesus figurines around. So I could see that going in a kid's mouth too. So
I found one of those little ducks not too long ago, and the first thing I did was stick it in my mouth because I thought it was candy, and it wasn't candy.
But Veronica wasn't watching you?
She was not. She did. She slapped my hand and told me to get that out of my mouth now. Get that out of your mouth right now.
Yeah. So, yeah. Just don't leave. if you want to give gifts, ask. Say, oh, your daughter's so cute. Would she like a little duck? And then you could say, no, I don't want a little duck in my 9-month-old's hand. So yeah, that would be better than letting the 9-month-old just grab it off the shelf.
Yeah. And then we had some jerks say something like, you should have left the 9-month-old at home or something. And you could have avoided all this.
Well, there's that guy.
There's those guys. Yeah. There's always those kind of guys around there. But I mean, he was right. I mean, he's not wrong. It could have avoided the whole thing if they just left that kid at home. Yeah. And probably had a better time too. Just saying.
Yep. I think that's all I've got.
I have one small one real quick, and this is going to coincide with the time of year we are at right now. So prepare yourself if you're on a lot of these Disney groups, because you're going to be getting a lot of these, a lot. And they're going to continue all summer long. We leave tomorrow for Disney and come back on Wednesday. The weather looks not great. Someone be reassuring and say something like, this is Florida and the thunderstorms will pass through quickly. Okay, this is Florida and the thunderstorms will pass through quickly. Sometimes not. Sometimes they'll stick around all day long. Sometimes it'll say 50% chance of rain. And guess what? That's exactly what it means. You got a 50-50 chance. Right. And it's going to happen from now until about October. So yeah. Just embrace it. Takes a poncho. Well, no, ponchos are really hot. Take an umbrella and just embrace it. Half the time, though that rain's going to knock everybody out of the park. They're going to leave, and you're going to have a free park to yourself to wander around and have a good time. So embrace it. It'll cool things off. Yeah.
Especially locals. A lot of times locals will look out the window and see the rain and say, oh, we won't go today. So it kind of, keeps them from going. So we'll see. Yeah, it's going to rain. It's Florida. It's in it's gonna Florida rain in the summer. That's what it does. I think that's all I had. I think so.
Well, thank you, Toni-Ann. That was very nice.
I just want to remind everyone that this coming weekend, May 17th, Glencaster, Rebecca Rudin, and I will be doing the Main Street 16. We'll be racing around the 4 parks, riding 16 rides, and we're raising money for Lou Mangello's The Dream Team Project. The link is on the Friends of the Disney Crush Facebook group. I'll make sure it's posted at the top before this podcast comes out. And we might have another team member, but it's not official yet. So I hesitate to say. This is like the fourth team member we've had possible, and they all keep falling through. So nobody wants to ride with me. So
no, I don't think that's it. I think they're just intimidated. We're never gonna keep up with Toni-Ann and Glenn.
Oh yeah, and my bad knee. Yeah, yeah.
Those two, man, they're crazy.
Right. So,
well, so are you? Have you done all your homework? Are you still working on your strategies and?
Yeah, we got some strat, and I know we're gonna have to. Some things are gonna be on the fly because you never know. Rides go down.
Yeah, you never know. Right. Well, so it should be interesting. I'm kind of excited for it. I'm excited for the fundraiser because it's an amazing fundraiser.
Yeah.
An amazing charity. Yeah, and so I think that's great. So anything that we can do to help support it, it's our pleasure.
Our team is crushing for a cause.
Oh, I like that. You guys gonna have shirts and everything, or no?
We have our Crusher shirts.
Okay.
We're wearing our Crusher shirts. Yeah.
Well, you'll represent very well, I think. I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. Go, guys, okay, go. Go.
You could bring me a bottle of water.
Oh. You got it.
All right.
All right. So we're you ready to talk about our topic this week?
Our main topic about the smells and sounds of Walt Disney World?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, David, everybody talks about the food at Disney and the tastes of Disney.
They do? Okay.
The obvious sense coming to you when you're at Disney is the sights that you walk in and you're bombarded with castles and gigantic geodesic spheres and trees and you know.
Yeah, well, you're in sight, sounds, and smell overload. Actually, you're in sensory overload when you go in, and it actually starts if you're driving. Toni-Ann, drive under the big banner with Mickey and Minnie. You feel like they kind of suck you in. They're like you're coming in, and they got you already. I mean, how many times do we get pictures of that? People going, and you fall apart every time you go in and eat that thing. You do. You start to cry. And you're so happy.
Necessarily start to cry. It's like a sense of relief.
Yeah.
When I turn on and the signs turn purple. And Dominic used to always say that he knew when we were close because the poles, even in Kissimmee, the street poles are purple.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would know we were close. And so, yeah, when I turn, and I usually go in the back way by Sherbeth Road by Animal Kingdom Lodge. But when I turn onto Sherbeth and I'm back there, it's like a sense of, okay, I'm here.
Yeah, and
let's relax.
Yeah, and they really take care of everything. I mean, even the roads, the landscaping, even though it's woods a lot, they still kind of maintain the right-of-ways. And it's not like the rest of Orlando. It's like you're in a different place. It's absolutely, I'm going into a different area. But the sensory overload that you're in from the time that you drive there or fly in, you're bombarded with all kind of stuff, Mickey stuff. And then you step foot into the park. That's another thing. And then if you're at a Disney resort, that's another thing we'll probably talk about. Yeah, you're already probably right now thinking about smells and sights, as we're talking about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a smelly show, Toni-Ann.
So yeah, Disney does a really big job of getting you from all sides. I mean, if we want to talk about the sounds that almost, people always ask, where can I go to make a phone call when I have to make a work call from the parks? There's really no place. I mean, there's always music. There's always going to be background music, and people have talked about it's totally under the radar. You don't even realize there's music playing. But people have said that on the few occasions where Disney has shut the music off, that it's like a deafening silence. That it's really noticeable. They turned it off on 9/11 when they were going to make the announcement that everybody had to leave the park. And people who were there say they knew before the announcement that something was up because the music stopped. And the music rarely stops at Walt Disney World. And when it does, it's really noticeable. But when you're there and the background music is constantly playing, you might not even notice it until you go to make a phone call and the person on the other side is like, I can't hear you.
It's bad. Yeah. It's hard to talk in the parks because you got the crowd noise, you got the music.
Yeah.
And you got those crying kids. Oh, yeah.
When we a couple of years ago, Kurt Stone, our friend from the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast, we were making him a special video to celebrate his 500th episode. And people sent me videos and I compiled them and made this montage of everyone's messages to him. And some people said, thought, I'm going to do a message from the park. That'll be really special. And they were, but those were the hardest ones to edit because there was so much background music and noise. And I know I had to enlist you to help me get some of the sound levels right and even some of those we couldn't get them right.
It was just too much.
Yeah.
But you're getting videos from other people, so it's harder too because a lot of that stuff gets compressed down, and then by the time you get it emailed over to you, it's like, oh, okay, this is not good.
But what I'm saying is there was background music in all those videos, and so it was, and I was laying music under the video, so the music on top of the music with trying to get the voice to come through, it was a real challenge. But yeah, so. And there's music everywhere. There's music in the resorts. If you're walking at Pop Century outside at 6 o'clock in the morning, or 3 o'clock in the morning,
everywhere.
There's music. It's and they have different tracks for different parts of the day to meet the mood. So like at nighttime, the music's a little lower, a little quieter.
Right.
And then, in the morning when they want you to get you going, they,
Yeah.
they
And then,
play Sweet Caroline, and, they crank the Neil Diamond.
right. And, they have street performers and a lot of times little bands or single guys playing stuff. And, and those, and then, and in the lands like Pandora and Galaxy's Edge, you have different, you've got all the bug sounds and the wilderness sounds in Pandora as you're walking over the bridge. So before you even get in there, they're already hitting you with some smells and some little bit of sight. They're kind of building. It's like almost like they're building you up to the grand finale. Like they're gonna, once you walk in, you're gonna see it all. And it really, they know what they're doing, because in Galaxy's Edge, it's a little different. You got the sounds of like the Millennium Falcon starting and stopping, and machine stuff going on, and all kind of different stuff.
Hydraulics.
Yeah,
you hear hydraulics.
Yeah, and it just plays into the whole theme. It really immerses you into the whole feeling, and they've done a really good job at that. But yeah, you could, if you take away leave the sight, leave everything there, and take away the smells, and the music, it wouldn't be the same.
No.
You would.
No, Pandora smells like rain and dirt as you're coming over the bridge. It's like rain and dirt. And you're right. You hear little bugs and creatures and chirping and.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I have a little game for you. We're gonna wait just a second.
Okay.
But talking of what rides and what they smell like. But before we do that, Disney uses machines called smellitizers to strategically dispense scents throughout the parks, and you have no idea where they are, where they come from, and they get you right when you come in that park. Right, actually, like a Magic Kingdom. When you walk into Magic Kingdom, there's a popcorn cart right there. Now, you'd think that'd be enough, but no. They're still pumping in popcorn smell along with that, because it's not enough. So they're grabbing you as soon as and then what they do is they funnel you down Main Street with all the confectionaries and all the bakeries and all the ice cream shops. So they're getting you before you even hit the castle, man, with all the smells and and the sight.
And at different times of day, they pump out different smells. They get you with the popcorn, but they also will give you a little bit of baked goods when it's getting close to the dessert time, and the ice cream and stuff. Yeah, they change the smells throughout different hours of the day. They have different smells. I guess they figured out what people buy at what time of their visit. I don't know.
Oh, they probably got teams that just sit back and do all kind of calculations on. At
lunchtime, you're probably getting the French fry smell and the burger grilling, that kind of thing.
Right.
I've smelled burgers grilling at Disney, and I've never had a burger at Disney that tastes like it smells.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Oh,
so
no,
it's Disney putting that scent out there to make it sound smell like a really good burger. But then when you go into Cosmic Rays, that's not the burger you're getting.
Yeah. I remember one year I was in Epcot and we were walking in, and we got to, we were taking a left, not going to Canada, people. I was going to Mexico first, and took a left to go to Mexico. And I'm walking, and I get this, like this open fire, meat cooking. It smelled like, it reminded me kind of a carne asada. And I'm like, oh my gosh, where is that? And I'm looking, and I don't see any kiosks. I don't see anything. I'm looking. And I said, do you smell that, Veronica? She goes, oh yeah, I smell it. I'm like, where is it? And it took us forever to find it, I think. And we finally found it. And it was I don't think they do it anymore, but it was a kiosk. And they were doing venison of all things. Oh. And it was amazing. But man, they got me. See, they got me because I was searching for it. Like I had to find it. It may be not good when I get there, but it smells really good.
It smells good.
It smells good right now.
Yep. Yeah. And that confectionery smell, Michael smells that. It actually kind of nauseates me, that sweet sugar smell, but it gets Michael in.
Well, it does. It gets a lot of people in. Yeah. I mean, it's very tricky. They're tricksters, these Disney people. Yep. And then like the resorts, like you were talking about earlier, every resort has its own smell, right, Toni-Ann?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there are a couple of resorts that technically share the same smell, but you wouldn't know it. Like, I think the Gran Destino Tower and the Contemporary actually smell very similar, and it might be the same smell or not. I don't know. But yeah, the hotels have their own smell. And I remember when I stayed at Saratoga Springs with my sister last Mother's Day, every time we got in the elevator, she was like, "What is that smell? That smells amazing." And it was just in the elevator at Saratoga, because Saratoga is the room. It's an outdoor like entry hotel. So you're not in a you're not in a lobby or anything. You're entering your room from the outside. So they put the smell in the elevator. So
wasn't horse poop, was it? Wasn't a horse poop smell?
No, it was beautiful. She really, really liked it. She really, really liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember when Rich and I first came and stayed at the Swan, he fell in love with that scent at the Swan. And we finally found that it was like a white tea. That's what we realized it was. We found some candles that got pretty close. So, and you know, I was looking at the Magic Candle Company website to see what their most popular smells are. Do you want to talk about that?
The candle, yeah, because I know I've had some before, and
yeah, I mean, they're listed by bestsellers. So their bestseller is the Pirate Life, which is pirate water, which is the smell that you smell in Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't find that to be a particularly pleasant smell that I want my house to smell like.
No, it's not chlorine. It's a sanitizer for the water, and it's bromine. Yeah. And it does have a distinctive odor to it. But you see, pirates see, when the first thing you think of about pirates is that smell, like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I don't know if I want my house to smell like that.
No, I don't think so. No, I wouldn't want the bromine.
But that's their number one bestseller. Is Pirate Life is what it's called, because they have, because of copyright, they have to like make little slight changes to the names. But Polynesian is the number 2 smell. Then Banshee Flight, which is the Flight of Passage smells. Flight of Passage has that kind of smell too. It's kind of like dirt and water and.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of floral in it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when you're in that area with the incandescence. Yeah. The number 4 candle is Haunted Mansion. It's called Haunted. That's like dust and dirt. I don't know what.
Yeah, it is. It's intentionally. They intentionally do that. In my research, they intentionally use a dusty smell. Yeah.
But do you want that candle?
No,
for your
not
house?
necessarily. No.
I don't know. This one is a throwback. The number 5 candle is Flying Over the Orange Groves, which is from the original Soarin'.
Soarin', yeah.
The number 6 candle is Pineapple Whip, which is Dole Whips. I guess it's pineapple. Then we get into the hotels. They have the Grand Floridian, the Contemporary, and the Beach Resort. Those are the next 3, and Wilderness Lodge goes into there. And they've got a Christmas shop one that smells like pine. Flying Over Fiji, which is another Soarin' smell. And then Rome is Burning, which is the smell of the
Spaceship Earth.
Now Mandy had gotten me a candle that was Rome. That was the Rome is Burning. It wasn't from this company. It was a different one, but it was, and it smelled. It actually smelled really good. It was like. It was like leathery. It just had a good smell, even though you don't think that would be a pleasant thing to smell in your house, but it really was. It was a nice candle.
No, charred burning wood doesn't resonate with me with a good smell.
And then the last one in the top 10 is Splash, which would be Splash Mountain, which I think would smell a lot like Pirates because
it does. They use the same water.
So yeah. So, that's the top 10 in the Magic Candle Company. They have more. They have like, some of the more popular foods, confectionery, mouse waffles, churros, and, just a lot more of the hotel smells. But I just wanted to go over the top 10. I didn't want to go through every single one.
Yeah. I don't know why all the water rides aren't as strong as Pirates. Like they must use a lot or something. It just seems different. I don't know if it's because it's more enclosed in there and
It might be.
Splash is more open, has a more open areas, so you get more fresh air flowing through it. I don't know, but it's a very more distinctively strong smell in Pirates.
There might be a little burning smell mixed in there too, with the part of the ride where the city's on fire. Mm-hmm. They might be pumping in some kind of burning smell that I don't know. Plus, it's an old musty ride. So.
Yes, it's true. It's been around for a while.
I don't know.
Those animatronics are getting a little moldy and mildewy, if you know what I mean. So you probably get
a new ride that I love the smell. I mean, the first time we rode Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, Veronica and I looked at each other. We were like, "Oh my God, the bread!"
Oh, I know. It's very pronounced.
Yeah, the smell of the bread is really. It's really accurate.
Oh, they hit it right. Yeah, it's good. Well, that's the thing is, those kind of smells, they kind of take you back sometimes. Like I'm not a big sauce person, didn't really like spaghetti growing up. But I love the smell of garlic. So like when we go in our in-laws' house and she's making sauce, you walk in that house and you just instantly feel, not that you feel hungry or you want to eat. It's just. To me, it's like a warm, I'm home, I'm with family. Right. It makes me feel good. And when Veronica was years ago, when she was commuting back and forth to work, she had a good almost an hour there and an hour and a half back home. I was always home before her, so I did a lot of the cooking. And I always made sure, even if I wasn't cooking with something that needed garlic in it, I always had fresh garlic at a very low simmer on the stove in the house. So when she walked in, that's the smell that she smelled when she came in the house. And the fact that I didn't clean the house and, I'm kind of covering my tracks. So,
right. By burning garlic on the stove. Yeah.
No, I didn't burn it. I just kept it at a little bit of butter in there, put a little bit of butter and just kind of let it just very, very light in it. Yeah. I don't know if it worked or not, but hey, it's worth a try.
Well, she's still with you. So.
I guess. Yeah.
Any other smells? Or
I'm going to give you I kind of hinted a minute ago that I was going to kind of give you a game. Okay. You've already mentioned some, and you probably got them. So I want you to take all your notes or whatever your phone, and I want you to flip it over because there's no cheating. Okay. All right. And I'm going to give you a ride or whatever, an attraction, and I want you to tell me what the smell is there, if you can. Okay. If you can do it.
Okay.
Okay. Let's start with. Well, we've done Spaceship Earth, we've done Avatar, we've done Remy's, we've done Soarin', we've done Okay, we're done. We're good. All right. How about Mickey's PhilharMagic?
Mickey's PhilharMagic. Yeah, they have. I know there's that in Be Our Guest. There's the pie. I really like that one.
Yeah,
that
the cinnamon apple pie. Yeah.
It smells really good.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Is there any other smell?
No, that's the only thing I can remember is the cinnamon apple pie that they mist in the air and just make you feel like, oh my gosh, I want some apple pie and ice cream right now.
It smells really good.
Yeah, and we done Haunted Mansion. How about this is an easy one, Journey into Imagination.
Oh, so the skunk smell is actually coffee. It's burnt coffee, and Rich said it to me early, like years ago. He's like, that's burnt coffee. And now whenever I smell it, it's like, that's burnt coffee. It is. It's burnt coffee.
It's got a very distinctive odor. Yes.
Yeah.
How about Stitch's Great Escape?
Oh, the chili dog.
Yes.
You would burp the chili dog in your face. Yeah. And it would be hot too. It had a feel. It didn't just have a smell. It also had a feel.
A smell-a-feel.
Yeah.
Not a smellitizer, but a smell-a-feel.
Yeah.
Oh. What do you smell when you go to Norway?
Oh, Layla.
Yeah, the perfume.
Here's perfume.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. Now, I, for years, tried to avoid, because they would make you go through all the shops. They used to have those doors, the side doors closed off, and you couldn't use them. You'd have to go all the way through all the shops, all the way out to the perfume shop. And I used to complain. I'd be like, I don't like that smell. I want to. And now I love that smell. Yeah. And I hope Gear is there every time.
Oh, you gosh, I hope so too. He's
had some work, Dave.
Oh well, it's okay.
Had some work. He's got the cheeks like Simon Cowell.
Yeah. Well, I still haven't got a picture with him yet. I'm still looking forward to that.
I haven't either. I'm too nervous. Like, I don't know why. It's like, okay, I saw Lou Mangello in Wawa and I didn't say hello to him. I've seen John Sakari, the big fat panda, and I have not said, I get like shy.
Why?
And Gear, whose whole thing is he goes to Disney to take pictures with people and shake their hands and tell them about his perfume.
They want you to.
I won't go up to him either.
Yeah, they want you to. I mean, most time.
I won't go up to him either.
Anytime I see somebody, I go after him, man. I'm like, hey, let's take a picture.
I'm not like that.
Yeah. Last time I saw John, we did a video for you, actually.
I know you did. I know you keep running into Big Fat Panda. I know.
I'm like, oh my gosh, Toni-Ann's going to be so upset she missed you. And he goes, she's not here? I'm like, no. He's like, let's do a video. I'm like, okay. That was funny. That was good.
I'll tell you, speaking of sauce, whenever I make a big pot of sauce and post it on Facebook, post a picture of it, he always likes that picture.
Well,
whenever I post a picture of tomato sauce.
He see it, starts making him starts to smell the smell. See, he knows. Right.
Makes him think at home. Yep.
Test track. What do you smell on test track?
I think like in the queue, I think you smell some greasy gears and stuff. In the ride itself, I don't know. There's that part where they hit the spray boot, the paint booth, and I don't know. Yeah, what should I be smelling in test track?
You're close. It's like a chemical smell, a little acidic. A little maybe burnt rubber smell. A little bit. Yeah, car stuff, grease. Right. Yeah.
And then I smell tacos coming from Mexico when the door opens.
True, and that helps you. That helps everything better. Makes everything better. Probably one of your favorite smells. I'm sure you're going to remember this one. Tough to be a bug. Sorry, it's gone, but you know.
Oh, stink bug.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, the stink bug. Yeah.
Indiana Jones, Toni-Ann. What do you smell there?
I don't know. What do I say? Leather?
I'm
not sure. Gunpowder?
Close. Yeah. Fuel, smoke. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna have to see. I'm sure that the new Indiana Jones ride and the Encanto area will have smells too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of smells they come up with. I mean, are they running out of smells, or you think they'll be okay and find some new ones?
No, they'll never run out of smells.
Never run out. Well, like the whole French pavilion is permeated with the smell of butter and sugar. I mean, hello. As soon as you walk in that area, don't you just smell butter and sugar? I do. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just permeates everywhere. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then like in Animal Kingdom.
When you pass by Morocco, you smell spices and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite smell of everything though, it's got to be the monorail.
Oh gosh, the monorail smells is awful. I don't know.
Come on, dirty diapers, sweat, and body odor. Toni-Ann, come on, hello. Isn't that mixture just perfect?
Maybe they do it on purpose to dissuade you from just staying on the monorail all day.
Maybe get out of here, get out, get going, go in the park and smell the popcorn.
Yeah, Disney has the technology to make things smell pretty. They really need to make the monorail.
It's always
it's awful.
It's always fascinated me. I don't know if fascinated is the right word. It's always intrigued me I don't know if intrigue's the right word. I can't find the word I want to use. My brain just stopped. Hang on. I don't know why. They have the technology just to pump some nice floral smell in there or something. Popcorn.
Definitely.
Get them going. Get them all ready to buy some popcorn or something.
Cookies. Baked cookies.
Yeah. But, no, I just don't get it. Disney.
Yeah. I don't know. It baffles me why that thing smells so bad.
Yeah, well, that's why they have popcorn carts all over throughout the parks because what's it make you want to do, Toni-Ann? Makes you want to eat some popcorn. And then what's that make you want to do? Makes you want to get something to drink because now you got to get something to drink. Bars do that. A lot of bars do that. They'll have free popcorn. And they're like, yeah, free popcorn. Eat all you want because you're going to drink more beer. Yep.
When I was in college, we'd go to the Brass Rail on Friday nights and they had free popcorn and Old Milwaukee's were 25 cents.
Oh my gosh,
on
you
tap.
just aged yourself. Thanks. That was bad, Toni-Ann. That was like, I remember when gas was 10 cents a gallon.
It was 2 hours Friday nights from 3 to 5, Friday afternoons from 3 to 5.
Wow.
And they had free popcorn and Old Milwaukee's for 25 cents.
Oh, wow.
I think my senior year they raised it to 50 cents.
Wow.
And we used to get $3 pitchers of Coors Light at Sal's on Wednesday nights.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's a good time right
So,
there.
It was a good time. It was a different time.
Yeah.
It was a very different time. Toni-Ann had a lot of fun back then.
I
She
could
came out a
imagine.
lot more than she does now.
Yeah. Yeah. The boardwalk too is another place is just full of
yeah.
smells, just different smells hitting you the whole time you're walking down the boardwalk. Yeah. You just get, you really are in an overload for smells. It just,
Oh yeah.
they're smart.
And Disney Springs too. Disney Springs has lots of smells coming at you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because you have all the restaurants, right? For one thing. So every time you walk 20 feet, you're hitting another restaurant and you're like, "Ooh, I got that." Or some Raglan Road, there's some Japanese, there's some pizza, there's this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to you about the sounds, about the sounds, because there are people who have made it their life's work to recreate the backgrounds to the parks. And there are playlists, I think on Spotify, on YouTube, you can find them, playlists of background music. I know our friend Chris Futrell, he's a connoisseur of Disney background music and has curated his own list. But if you want to go on YouTube, you can actually sit in your house, clean your house, or do your work at work and listen to Disney background music in the background, because you could just play it on YouTube or Spotify. So my favorite park, what's your favorite park soundtrack? Like your favorite, the music, what park's music do you think you like the best? If you think about the background sound.
Ooh, that's a hard one. Cause I mean, my first would be Animal Kingdom, but honestly, I don't know. I kind of like Hollywood Studios maybe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I used to love Epcot's Future World music. They changed it. When they changed the park over recently, they changed the Future World music, but I used to love, I could hear it in my head right now. That music, it was familiar to me. I knew it. When I heard it, I knew I was in my special place. The Future World music for Epcot was just classic to me, and I'm sad that it's gone now. And now they're playing like music from the movie Wish, which they're trying to push this Wish movie on us. It's not a thing, people. Stop it, Josh. But I'd rather listen to the old Future World soundtrack. But yeah, like when you think about, like, you walk through Asia in Animal Kingdom, or the Discovery, the trails, the animal trails, and you'll hear just like drum beats, like, and you don't even, it's just so subtle, but it's there.
But it's there, and it takes you in. Whether you know it or not, you're getting sucked right in there, and that's cool.
They're amazing, Disney, and what they can do.
Yeah, well,
just imagine what they're going to do with that big Abu Dhabi money.
Oh, I know. When we first went into Pandora, I was fascinated by the sounds of Pandora. It was just amazing. But they get you everywhere, because then you have parades, and then you have the flotillas, and they're always hitting you with something. Sensory overload, I call it. Just an overload of sounds, smells, and
they got us, Dave.
Sight. Yep. And another thing, Toni-Ann, before we wrap this up, is that not only is the Disney properties full of sounds, sight, and smells, but a lot of the off-property resorts and hotels and gift shops and all that stuff, they're kind of doing the same thing. A lot of these resorts, they're not even on Disney property, but they have Disney stuff in there, and I don't know about smells, but yeah, so you're hit with it even if you're driving, especially on 192. I mean, that's like gift shop craziness.
Overload.
Oh yeah, craziness. Yep.
Yeah, I think when you get there, you know right away where you are.
Yeah, and then the magic bands now. I mean, you walk through the park and it might set off a statue. You know, those little statues they have everywhere,
Right.
doing something. And they're, I gotta say, I have a little gripe about those new magic bands. They're kind of annoying. In fact,
They can be.
I stopped using mine because they were starting to annoy me because like on dark rides sometimes they'll start going off, and I'm covering it because I feel like it's so bright and it just keeps going off.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Like it'll go off in the Frozen ride. It'll go off. There was someplace else I was, and it was going off, and I was like, I want to look at the ride. I don't want to look at my wrist. And even the fireworks. I want to watch the fireworks, or I want to watch Fantasmic. I don't want to look at my wrist.
No, but it's going off the whole time. I know, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm going to do, Toni-Ann? I'm going to get a smellitizer and a popcorn machine, and I'm going to stick it in my house and some music.
Okay, sounds good.
So that when I'm not in Disney, I'm going to feel like I'm in Disney.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
I could do that to Rich and make him crazy. He'll be like, "Where is that smell coming from?" And I won't do popcorn. I'll do like dirt and rain.
Oh no!
I'll do the dirt and rain smell.
No, yeah, do pirates, yeah.
And the chirping, the chirping animals and bugs. I'll put that in our room.
Oh yeah, he'll be like, "What are those bugs out? What are those bugs?"
The nature sounds and the smell of dirt.
Yeah, like the elephants. Yeah, and Pandora. That would be great.
Yeah, and the new Soarin', when you go over the elephants, they throw that dirt in your face. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to get.
Stink bug. You can do a stink bug smell.
Yep. You know what's funny about, we start wrapping it up and then I think of things. You know what's funny about Soarin', the new Soarin', when you go over the Taj Mahal, first of all, you smell this beautiful jasmine. It hits you with this beautiful jasmine smell. And you see this empty Taj Mahal. That place is never like that. It is always packed with people and it doesn't smell like jasmine. Let's just put it out there.
It smells like a monorail.
It's one of the most populated tourist attractions in the world. There is always flocks of people. And like I said, you're not smelling jasmine. That's all I have to say about that.
On that note, I think we're going to wrap it up for this week, Toni-Ann.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Don't forget the Friends of the Disney Crush on Facebook, thedisneycrush.com. Yeah. Get in touch with us if you want to come on the show, or if you have any ideas for a show, you want to hear us talk about something, send us an email and we'll see what we can do.
All right.
Okay, Toni-Ann. Well, good luck on your Main Street Magic 16 competition.
Right.
What was the name? The Crushin', what?
Crushin' for a Cause.
Crushin' for a Cause. Okay. I like it.
Yep.
All right. Well, looking forward to seeing you this weekend. I'm going to come by. I'm going to cheer you guys on.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see you guys. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
That's it. All right.
Turkey and truth has spoken.
Put a check on that. Can you do that, Dave? Can you put a check on that one?